Okay, so it's that time of year again where Apple tells us about their products, which are marginally better, and they do a really good job of making you feel like you need them. Maybe you do need them. Some of the features are pretty cool. We're going to unpack all of that, some of that in this episode. What's up, my dog?
What up?
It's also
dude?
just us two because Taylor and Joshua can't be here on production, shooting, living their lives.
This is a last minute type of episode.
Yeah, because it's Wednesday.
And the Apple event just wrapped up.
It literally just wrapped.
And this is kind of like our
reaction. It's our reaction.
Can I just
you're
say,
gonna get the hot takes though, because
yeah,
Taylor's not here to filter us, and neither's Joshua. And I feel like they're my filter. You're
gonna
my
die on
you're my
die on some
toxic
hills?
friend. Yeah, I'm gonna die on a hill. You're like my toxic friend who like tells me to die on the hill, and then I go lay like on my face. But yeah, let's do it. What are your first thoughts here?
My first thoughts are, first of all, let me crack open my Coca-Cola Dream World Edition soda mini can.
What?
Dude, these freaking Dream Worlds are so good. Shout out to anyone that's...
It's called Dream World?
Yeah.
Was it,
dude? Just
right.
try it. It's like super sweet. Kind of tastes like bubble gum to me.
I love Coke, so I'll probably love Dream World. Dream World's
Also,
a weird name.
Also,
yes,
Niles, I got one more thing. For you. Full sleeve.
Yeah, I hate those. Throwback to our Trader Joe's episode. Okay.
If you're new around here, this is kind of a podcast YouTube video where we do like to just banter and converse a lot. So
and usually there's four of us,
welcome.
but today there's two. But we're the funniest ones. So
yeah, we're so funny.
Yeah, we're way funnier.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. Okay, hot takes. First of all,
yeah,
we're mostly talking iPhone here, but can I just say, why do so many people get in? I mean, why does it seem like so many more people are getting in accidents from that iPhone presentation and SOS emergencies? I'm like,
right.
So the people for hundreds of years that have been out on hikes and camping, are they dying up there?
They're all dying.
Are they all dead, and that's why I haven't heard about them?
I also think there's
funny.
a margin of error where you might think you need help, but then you call for help and really you didn't need help, and then all of a sudden you're getting a heli off of the mountain. I don't know. I just think the easier it is to call, the more people are going to call, which seems to me to be a problem. Also, do you have to pay for the service? I don't know.
I do. I'll come at this from my knowledge real quick. Okay. I have a Garmin InReach because this is all up my alley. I go trail running. I also have a very dedicated, Niles does too. We have dedicated GPS watches. So the Apple Watch Ultra is cool. Step in the right direction for sure. $800 where I have a Coros Apex for $300.
Wait,
and it has better battery life.
It was $800.
$799, my dog.
Dude, for 36 hours of battery life, that's nothing.
I think it's 30. Yeah, and I don't know if that's full GPS mode or not. But anyways, I pay for the Garmin InReach Mini because I'm out for emergencies. I can send text via satellite. They're super slow. So they said, and it's true, when you do have a clear view of the sky, the text sends faster. When it's cloudy or you're in trees, it's a bit slower. But I pay $25 a month for that. But I kind of start and stop it during the summer months because I'm mostly a summer mountain athlete. But if I skied or whatever, so I think it's fine. And they said they're including it for 2 years with iPhone 14, right?
Yes.
So are they going to clog the satellites, though, with so many iPhones on the network now?
Well, that's what it just seems to be an issue of scale. Also, it's imagine being you've 1 day left.
What?
You have those 2 years. You're on day 700 and whatever, and then you're
you're on the you're on the island.
Yeah,
that's what would they call that thing?
Yeah, you're on the vape island. No, you're on the what? It was this.
It was this. I wrote it down.
The Freedom Island. No.
Dynamic Island.
Dynamic Island. I thought
Dynamic
of Mr. Beast.
Range, bro.
I thought of Mr. Beast because I was he's always giving away islands, and I was like, Mr. Beast is something with the Dynamic Island.
I'll say overall though, Apple kills it on their presentations every year. Visually, the way they communicate with an audience that's so we're kind of pro level, but also to the average consumer. Everyone can take a lesson from how the way they present all the people. It's so concise, but it's so simple. I think Apple just...
No one does a better job of making you think that you need what they're selling.
Right.
That, Apple is the crown
it's
jewel
so good.
of that.
It's so good.
And even though I know it, and I've known it every Apple event since I started caring about this, I still am like, dang, that's pretty cool. Like, dang,
that's pretty cool, dude.
And every year they say, this is the best we've ever made. And every time I think, well, it freaking better be, because you're selling a new product. Like, it's not shocking that it's new and better. Yeah. It just should be new and better. But that's what they're so good at. They're so good at telling you the obvious. 4
trillion operations per photo.
Yeah, that stuff.
Hold on, I wrote it down because I was laughing. A16 Bionic. Okay, we all know what that means every year. The chip. That's the chip itself.
And that's their chip.
16 billion transistors, which is the most ever. So that's their. They say, oh, that's the most ever. 4 nanometer
like anyone
processors.
Knows what any other transistors exist. Like, they could just say that, and then you're just like, yes, yeah, I need more transistors.
Also, Niles, 4 trillion or no, what did I say? Oh, 4 nanometer. Wait, dude, I don't even know.
We honestly can't even read it. Like, it's like you're looking at it, and we can't even read it. I think. So
that's cool.
All the percentages to me are hilarious. Like, this lets in 33% more light. Like, they kept saying that with the camera. It's like, that doesn't, like, that percentage
it's like, how many
change.
Stops is that? Can you tell me, like, stops per lens?
Now, one thing I'm really excited about is the main camera is now just a traditional standard focal length. 24 millimeters,
24 mil, baby.
Not 26, 24. Now, 26 is kind of cool in a way just because it's so different, but I don't know why I need a 1x, 0.5x, 2x, 3x. Like, just, I need the millimeter, because it's like.
My hot take that I will die on this hill on this show. Okay. I want that lens to be a 35 millimeter, and then I want the ultra wide to be like a good ultra wide. I don't
like an 18.
Oh, dude. All right, so it's a 13 right now, the ultra wide. It's super wide. I like it. I like the ultra wide. I think what they've done is they say every time, oh, this is our best ultra wide yet. Of course, a little bit better light, a little sharper. But it's like, okay, I'm still taking that photo in my bedroom and it's gonna look mushy.
Right? Yeah, it's
it is.
Like I think I'll die on this hill. The 2x is better than the 3x. Like, the 2x focal length is better than the 3x focal length. So many times I took out the 13 Pro. But maybe not on this camera because it's probably not optical. It's probably
basically what it's. Well, it's. I think tech. Yeah, it's not optical because that's not in the optics. It's basically doing a sensor crop of the main 24,
which is a bummer. But it's also a 48 megapixel camera now, so that is gonna maybe the crop in looks better. But you're not gonna get as much depth of field as you will in the 3x. But the 2x focal length's better. It's like a 50.
I'm also kind of looking at my monitor weird. I switched my angle because I knew there'd be 2 of us. Sorry about that. I've used crop modes. I use the crop mode on my A7 IV, which I'm filming on right now, right? Yep. It goes to 1.3x to mimic that. So this is almost just like a 2x crop mode. Think of it as a 2x crop mode that uses the sensor. Nothing's digitally happening, but you are getting less pixels of light. So you're saying, like, okay, like so say that's your big square of all you're only using that and it's zoomed
we're getting
in.
Scientific now. Imagine
14 trillion transistors
dude,
on this 16 Bionic.
I can fit in this circle, dude. There's so many transistors in there.
So basically with 48 megapixels, that's just more pixels to more information hits the RGB pixels, which then is telling the computer, hey, this is how to interpret a photo.
One thing I thought was funny
should be better.
Yes, one thing I thought was funny was that on the Hawaii shot, they like zoom down on it and they show like, look, you can see the twigs, you can see the rocks. It's like one thing I hate about iPhone is how over sharp everything looks, and now the thing they're bragging about is like it looks even sharper, which to me it's like gosh, like that's just not what I wanted. We did an episode months ago about like what we would want to see in a new phone, and really it's about increased sensor size, increased depth of field. That is what I want. Bro. Also, the Sony Xperia has infinitely more focal lengths than the iPhone still, because you can shoot the 85 to 125 optical. That's crazy. Like,
also, this Xiaomi phone still have it, which is sick.
Yep.
It has the they collabed with Leica, and it has the Leica authentic like color space, right? I want Apple to do something like that, where it's like, give me a less sharp, to your point, less sharp, just plasticky look, and give me like partner with a camera brand that like has a authentic, more natural look.
Right, because those colors those Leica colors look really good on that camera.
They look so good on that camera. So, okay.
Wait, cinematic mode made me laugh because it's like,
Video got one upgrade. It's like
and action steady or steady action or whatever.
They snuck that in. Yeah, they snuck action mode, which I'm stoked for like my Strava clips. That's about it, right? Like I have ran and I do want to see. It's all jittery.
I do want to like test it because a big thing is just like it looks jello-y and like honestly like testing that versus like an FX3 stabilization with like their active steady and stuff like that would be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then 4K 24 is great for cinematic mode, but like nothing with the software because like a big problem was just like
the
cinematic mode looks like ass. So like so now it just looks like ass in better resolution.
Like, can you not give me a cinematic mode with native shutter speed adjustment, and then I can use an ND filter,
right?
Which we can go into Moment products for iPhone 14.
Yes.
Shout out to
the shameless plug. There's, maybe Moment's like sponsoring this episode in a way, but link below for a bunch of products, a bunch of awesome MagSafe products, cases, filters. Filters are going to be big because, I think filters. If you want to take your super sharp iPhone 14 photo and make it a little styly, a little cine bloom.
I'll put up a photo here now on screen. The Moment new snap-on filter system is sick. So it's a whole new system now for iPhone 14. So basically you got your case, you got your MagSafe attachments, then you got a snap-on filter system that you can have the Cine Clear filter that just goes over all of your lenses. So it's more of like protection for your lenses. Or you can snap on a Cine Bloom 67 mil or a variable ND 67 mil. So I think the way that they're designing and approaching the whole system for iPhone 14 is quite impressive.
Right.
New case colors and everything too.
Right. So and MagSafe, like
they're killing it.
MagSafe didn't really get any love.
Not in the presentation.
This presentation at all. Yeah. And I was kind of hoping for some sort of one thing that'd be cool with MagSafe is data transfer somehow.
Right.
I don't know how that'd work, but that'd be cool. But yeah, there's a bunch of MagSafe products that didn't get any major updates, but yeah, car mounts, tripod mounts.
Yeah. So if you guys are if you're shopping for iPhone 14 stuff, iPhone 14 Pro, check out the link, Moment link. We have I think it's crazy. No, I think it's a crazy, well thought out system for using your iPhone, whether you're a pro shooter or just day to day, and you just want like a case. So nice work, Moment team.
Yes.
Killing it on the products as always.
Very good. What else?
I got a couple more.
What else was there?
Okay, so here we go. First of all, the 14 itself, don't even bother if you care about upgrades. Maybe you get it if you're gonna upgrade, but the 14 didn't get a lot of love, is what I'm saying. They said the photo.
It has action mode.
It has photonics engine, which all the cameras I think got. So I like when they make up words like that.
Yeah, they name everything. It's like, what does that even mean? Like, no other camera. They're like, no other phone has a photonics engine because they just made it up. I mean, you have to laugh about it, but at the same time, I'm on the hook. Like, all these Apple products in my house, I use them a ton. I will probably be buying a phone. You know, it's like I'm the person that I kind of am talking crap on at the same time.
One thing I love,
yes.
And one thing as just a day-to-day user that I now want the iPhone 14 for, I personally would not upgrade just because of the camera. I don't think it was that.
No.
I mean, it would be nice, but I have the 13 Pro right now, and it's really good.
Right.
The always-on display, I love that.
Okay.
So that just means my phone right now is chilling on my desk, and it's dark. I see all my fingerprints. It's just if this had just a low-level display.
Right.
And it said in that chip, they actually did a good job, again, talking to a very average consumer about the A16 chip. It has its own separate part on the chip for the always-on display and for that dynamic island. Right. So, yeah, if I could see my notifications, a picture of my daughter right here with the weather, it just looks nice. So props to Apple for
But the upgrade question
finally.
is really good because that's really what you're deciding. And it's looking at this, it's would you update for a 48 megapixel camera? You probably won't. You probably wouldn't be able to notice a 12 versus a 48 if you saw them side by side.
Not on just not when you're posting on Vero, bro.
Yeah.
Not when you're posting. It's you're gonna lose all that compression on social media. Maybe if you're pixel peeper, but really at the end of the day, they just need to change kind of that overall plasticky phone look.
Right.
And this is a new sensor, so it might have a different look. But
and part of me just sometimes thinks like they're not making phones for us. They're making phones for the general consumer. So I think it's hard because we want some of these pro features, like again the Sony Xperia phone that has the 85 to 125 optical lens. That blows my mind, and it was really fun to use. But it's like no one really uses that phone. So like Apple not using that is maybe like, hey, that's too complicated. People don't want to use it. Also, that phone has like 4 different camera apps, which was confusing. I think the iPhone, it just does. It's like the classic, like doesn't give you everything, but does what you need it to well. I don't know.
Industry standard type of features where it's just like super good. We're a little later than Android, but we're going to pretend like we're just doing it better. And it's a little more like consistent. It's like Canon, right? It's like kind of like Canon where it's like, it's a little more
Sony
expensive.
Android then?
No, I'd say like Panasonic is. Oh. I'm going to get some hate comments for that.
Right, yeah.
Okay, one other thing that they snuck in that I think is actually personally I'll vibe with is they said they're updating the flash. And they put a couple example photos. I'll put them on the screen if I can see it. But like, dude, underrated flash, like party flash iPhone shots. Yes. Because if you're in a dark scene, just embrace the flash. Maybe like throw a black and white filter on it. But it actually, when the flash goes off on your phone, it has enough light then that it's not going to look super grainy. It kind of looks sharp. So. And
one of my favorite things to do is what we did on our latest trip, where you basically cue the flash and then you move the camera as it takes a photo, and you get a little warpy flash kind of party vibe, which I think is the best way to use the flash. Let me do it
right now with my Dream World.
Okay. It's probably going to look like trash, but that's okay.
Also, the whole the UI or the UX now on like native camera is getting a little bit like stuff's hidden everywhere.
I haven't updated to the new iOS. I'm waiting for everyone to get through all the bugs for me.
Let me see if I can even get this.
Okay. Oh.
I don't want to spill it. Hold on.
Wait, watching you. Does it look that cool whenever we try to do that? No, you move the.
No. I mean,
it worked. It worked.
No. Hold on.
No, you got to move the phone. Leave the subject.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Wait, let me do one horizontal for the viewers.
Okay.
Watching
you do this is so embarrassing.
That one looked bad.
Also, dude.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Shout out to everyone in California surviving the heat wave, by the way.
Woo!
I don't have any AC and I'm sweating my butt off. Any other thoughts? Gosh, I mean, I feel like not.
Would you upgrade? Do you want to upgrade?
I have no interest in buying my own phone. I have no interest in spending $1,100 on a phone for myself. Like, I'm gonna go buy a couple vintage lenses for my cameras. Like, that's just
right.
That's where I also think we get them through work, so I'm gonna get to play with the phone through work. But like, it's gonna be work's phone. I'm not gonna put my SIM card in it. I guess you can't now with Esim, which kind of was a little confusing to me with like traveling the world, paying for more roaming charges. Like, I'm kind of like not being able to swap out your SIM. Is seemingly super annoying, but they pitched it like, hey, we're doing this for you. But it's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
I got to pay so much more money now for all these carriers.
The government's tracking you, bro. Everywhere now.
Dude.
I saw a funny tweet. I'll put it on the screen here from Gajan. He wrote, no SIM ? What will actors emphatically crush in movies when they're trying to escape government tracking? I was laughing.
That is funny.
I also got
What's
a screenshot.
Jason Bourne going to do?
Yeah, just snap a cell phone. It's an eSIM. It's now in your Apple Watch too, and if you fall over,
it's in the computer.
If all the action, like if they have an Apple Watch on and they crash in the movie, it's just like crash detection, SOS is alerted. Dude, there's so much safety stuff. It was weird.
I know. That's true.
Apple event. I took a screenshot. Just another cool fact. I saw 3,019,831 people watching, and that was right when they were announcing the iPhone 14 Pros. So I was like, 3 mil.
Lot of human beings.
And that YouTube can just handle 3 million people on a stream.
Right.
That's crazy, dude.
That is. Last thing I'll say is I loved the Apple Watch stories video. At first I was like, oh, cringy, like we wrote letters to Tim Cook, but they actually did it really well where they were reading. And the one shot with the bear in the background is so
bear
good.
Stole the show.
He stole the show. I just love.
Yeah, he did.
That was probably my favorite like video montage short film section. I thought the one where they were being saved was kind of cheesy. It also looked like it was a shot in a studio, like very much shot in a studio.
Yeah.
Just based on how it looked, but
I thought the video of the Apple Watch Ultra, like the little promo, 15, 30-second video.
Colors with the different elements.
Sound design.
Dude,
and
I am shook that is $800. I mean, the nicest Garmin, I am.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, dude.
If you buy an iPhone 14 Pro, like 15,
we haven't even talked about
terabyte,
AirPods, but it's like, it's like
you buy that, the AirPod and the watch, you're $3,000.
Like you are so wealthy if you can buy that. Like, and like in the grand scheme of the world, you are one of the richest people to ever live if you can spend $3,000 just like that on that gear.
Did you have another hot take? Or I was gonna read a couple tweets that I had tweeted before the show.
Let's hit some tweets and then
before the Apple show. I mean, dude. Devin Flattery too, shout out. He's on the Moment team, but he wrote like school assembly vibes. That's kind of what an Apple event feels like. Like when you go to a school assembly, you're just kind of like, I don't know what your attitude is like in school assemblies, but I'd always just kind of sit there like, I love that I'm out of class right now, and I just gotta like look around at everyone. But I just kind of sat up towards the back and just observed. I don't know. Oh, also, I need you to send me my dad cam back. I see it back on your shelf there.
Oh, I know. I'm going to bring it to Mammoth this weekend.
We took Barry to the fair, and I was like, I should have brought that because she saw all the animals.
I meant to give it back to you. All right.
No, hold on. I got to read these off because I asked people before, hit me with your hot takes. We only got a few responses, but it's all good. Will wrote, hot take, Tim Cook is more swole this year.
Oh, that's sick. Tim's been hitting the gym. I don't like how he talks, though. I don't know why it bothers me. That's my hot take.
Zach McNair said, did Harry just spit on Tim Cook? I must have missed that.
Wait, that is... Oh, dude, you don't understand that meme right now?
No.
Oh, dude.
Whoa, dude, what is... Niles,
Harry Styles basically I think his name's Chris Pine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw this, but
it went like mega viral around the internet of like, we need to know what happened. So that's just making fun.
You know when you see a meme and you're kind of like, do I want to backtrack and figure this out? Like, how much time am I gonna like try to figure this meme out right now? And then I want to understand it. I saw that one. I'm like, I'm not backtracking.
Dude, this is like our version.
That's a bless and release.
This is like our version of yes, yes, no from Reply All, and it made me really miss that show. So if PJ is somehow listening to this, dude, RIP, bro. That was my favorite segment on the internet. They would definitely do like the Harry Styles, Chris Pine, or any of those other ones. So
yeah. Oh, Zach had a couple good tweets though. He responded. Boom Op and Overdub Engineer were definitely sweating during this one, and it's the shot of the guy like way out on the diving boat.
Yeah,
pretty funny.
They went really like elemental. Like everyone was like in an interesting location. You know,
I'm super curious what like the dive community. I'm sure that's like a pretty niche community of like, especially they got to be like super safe and all that. Right. And like calling the watch a dive computer just to put that language on it. Right. I think that's kind of like a faux pas almost in that world. So if you're into diving, like comment on this video, let us know if that's like
I literally know nothing. I know more about 14 trillion kilometers than I know about diving.
Charlie said, hot take, Apple makes up words to describe their products, and I honestly love it.
Yeah, everyone does. I don't know why.
Donald wrote, computational photography gets even better with the photonic engine. Dang, can't wait to see if moment lenses will work with the bigger sensors on the iPhone 14.
Which they said a bigger sensor, but they didn't say, I didn't understand the size.
No, so all they do is like, I feel like optically that lens probably is similar, but the sensor is bigger, so it's like going to like full frame. So you're 24 mil. Oh no, they said 24 mil optically too. Yeah. So maybe it's just the width.
Yeah, that one we're gonna have to like.
Bigger sensor.
Yeah, because the sensor, they said the measurement, but they didn't say. Everyone's trying to do a 1-inch sensor right now, and theirs is smaller, I believe.
Chris, okay, this is amazing. My dad will still continue to shoot only in night mode.
That's funny.
It's so good. Okay, I'm retweeting that because that's pretty amazing. Honestly, same. Donald again writes, new action mode looks sweet. Might have to use it. Might have me using my action cams less. Who knows? Patrick, expensive, cool camera, cool video. The island is cool. I'd love to see how the always on screen does for battery life or roasting in your phone pocket. And then Tobias wrote, I'm keen to try out that action mode. So it does sound like action mode I thought it kind of snuck in there. Obviously they did that shot of it. And I mean,
which that was like a hallmark product of action cameras like a year ago, like
super steady,
like Insta360, GoPro, and DJI all had like these crazy stabilization
dude,
modes.
And they're good, and they're really good.
They're really good. They're really good.
They're really, you don't need a gimbal when you're shooting that wide.
They're really good.
I did see the green dot though, freaking green dot. I saw that in the shot of the action mode example.
No, you didn't.
I did.
I wasn't looking for it, but I should have, and that's honestly a damn shame because that just sucks.
So that is iPhone 14. Obviously, we hit mostly on the cameras. I think AirPods, dude. Did you think they looked any better?
Dude, I still have my Gen 1 AirPods. So
no way.
And I actually lost them. They're currently with Tyler Wimpy. Yeah. I left them in the hotel room in Chicago. So he just has them and is going to ship them back to me whenever he so pleases.
I have
Gen
AirPods,
1, baby.
I have my AirPods Pros right here. Check out my custom. I got the Moment case, but I also put my name on them. These things are awesome. I don't see myself updating to the 2. Obviously, a better battery life for like longer flights would be sweet, and I think that's what they did. So,
great.
Oh wait, did my audio just change when I opened these?
It did. Yeah, something happened there that wasn't good.
I should be hopefully still good on my end. Other than that, Apple, honestly, awesome job. The amount of products, their amount of team, I feel like the designers and all the people who are probably stressed out of their brains previous to these launches, round of applause. I'm happy we get to just partake in a cool, a company that does seem to own our lives, but also at least they make pretty stuff, so...
Very true. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Subscribe if you haven't already. We do more stuff, shows like this with 4 people about cameras, the creator industry, and just us kind of messing around being filmmakers and photographers. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
And check out the link below for the Moment products. That would be awesome if you supported that. Sick. Okay.
All right. Stay on the sunny side, y'all.
Keep on the sunny side. Always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side.